Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. I think I'm audible to all of you. So all of you just hit the like, okay? So because we are starting with a new series in our channel, yes, hit the like and share this session with your friends and family so that they can also get to know this kinds of community series has started, okay, in our channel. And if you're new to my channel, guys, so please try to subscribe and try to support the channel. If you're supporting me, so it will give me more motivation to create the different unique content, okay? And this is the series I'm going to start, guys, from today, called MLOps Foundation, because many of you have already asked me for this particular, let's say, series, okay? Because so far we have like seen the latest LangChain and like LLM ops, like I already discussed about like generative AI and all, okay? So now I was thinking to also start the MLOps because it is also very important, let's say, technology nowadays in the market. Because if I'm talking about machine learning, it's not about building model, okay? So it's all about actually end-to-end implementation, end-to-end pipeline creation, okay? And to implement this kinds of end-to-end pipeline to make this kinds of model scalable, okay, for a massive let's say audience, you have to know about this particular MLOps. So today I'm only going to introduce this MLOps. If you're completely new to the MLOps, if you don't know what is MLOps exactly, okay, so I'll give you the entire introduction of the MLOps. Then I will also show the different kinds of tool you can use, okay, to build your application as a production grade. So this is going to be a series, okay? So today is day one, so I think I'll continue with couple of days, okay? Then I think this would be more clear to you, okay, what is exactly this MLOps. So that's why I named this particular playlist as MLOps Foundation. So here I'll only give you the foundation understanding of the MLOps, okay? Yeah. And I also have good news for you guys, so please try to watch this session till the end, because at the end of the video I will also tell you the good news. Okay, what is the good news actually I want to tell you? Okay, fine. So now let's start with our MLOps discussion. Okay, fine. So guys, for this I'm going to open up my Blackboard, because first of all I'm going to show you actually some definition of the MLOps, because the definition you usually read over the internet and all, right? So first of all we'll see the definition of the MLOps, then I will show you actually one analogy. So based on the analogy we'll try to understand the MLOps, okay? Why what is MLOps and why it is required. Then I will try to relate, okay, I'll try to relate the MLOps with our analogy, okay? This is our main agenda. Okay, so I'm going to open up my Blackboard, guys, okay? I think my Blackboard is visible to all of you. Now, see, inside my Blackboard, I have already written two definition, okay? I'll tell you, I have written two definition. But first of all, try to see the first definition here I have written, okay? So here, most of the people, I think, joined, okay, in this session. So maybe you have heard of this particular definition, okay? Whenever I'm talking about MLOps, yes or no, guys, let me know. So maybe you read this particular, let's say, definition in any, let's say, blog website, or you heard of, okay, from any kinds of YouTube videos and all, right? So what is this definition? MLOps is the practice of deploying machine learning models into production. So have you heard of this particular definition, guys? Yes or no? Let me know. Anyone heard of this definition? MLOps is the practice of deploying machine learning model into production. Maybe most of the people have heard of this particular definition, yes or no, right? So see, this is not the exact definition of the MLOps, okay? If you ask me, this is not the exact definition of the MLOps. MLOps is more than that, okay? So the definition actually I have written on my Blackboard. MLOps is more than that, okay? I'll try to discuss, okay, what I'm trying to say exactly, but try to see the definition you have learned so far. This is not the correct one. MLOps is not all about machine learning models into production. It's more than that, okay? Now let's see the correct definition. So here I've given the correct definition. Now you can see in the correct definition, MLOps refers to the practice and discipline within machine learning that aims to unify and streamline the machine learning system development, okay, and machine learning system operation. It involves collaboration between data scientists, ML engineers, and IT professionals to automate and optimize the end-to-end life cycle of the machine learning application, okay? Now at the very first time, I know that this would be a little bit confusing for the people, okay, but no need to worry, just stay with me. I'll try to clarify this particular definition, okay? Because I just started, okay? I just started, just give me a couple of minutes, okay? I'll try to clarify each and everything. So as of now, what I'm trying to deliver, so the definition as of now we have learned, this is not the correct one. MLOps is not all about machine learning models into production. It is more than that. And what is more than that? This is what actually I was talking about, end-to-end life cycle of the machine learning application. Okay, now what is end-to-end life cycle of the machine learning application? What involves inside end-to-end? Okay, I'll try to discuss each and everything. Okay, first of all, I will give you one analogy. Based on that, we'll try to understand the entire MLOps, okay, understanding. Sir, I am currently doing MTech in data science. Can MLOps give me a good futures? Definitely, Vasant. Just try to stay with this session. You will automatically get your answer, okay? How MLOps will help you, okay, for the future. Because I know that many people won't be understanding the technical, let's say, I mean, a definition and all. That's why I will give one analogy, okay? Yes, and I learned this particular, let's say, I mean, introduction of the MLOps from one of my favorite teacher. Okay, so when I attend his session, so he has given actually one amazing actually example. Okay, so that particular example I'll try to show you. So I think that would be, I think, more clear to all of you. Got it? Fine. Okay, so first of all, let's try to understand the analogy. Okay, so I'll first of all discuss about the analogy. Okay, analogy of the MLOps. Okay, now see, whenever I'm talking about the analogy, so here I can take any kinds of example. Let's say I'll be taking one very basic example. Just a minute, I think I can take this one. Okay, see, let's say um, I can give one example. Let's say you are actually interested in cooking. Okay, let's say you cook very well. Okay, and you cook actually chicken item in a very good way. Let's say this is you. Okay, this is you. So you have one amazing skill called cooking. Okay, cooking. And what you cook? You cook chicken. Okay, chicken very well. That means you know actually cooking. I mean, most of the item you can cook, but chicken you can make very special. So if other people are trying your chicken, so definitely they will give you good feedback because you know like how to cook chicken very well. Okay, now let's say this is one of your skill. Let's say you are in your college engineering and all. Okay, or let's say you are in your university, you are doing, let's say, computer science in software engineering, or let's say data science or anything, but this is your additional skill, you know, cooking. Okay, now see what happens. Actually, one day you invited, okay, you invited 10 okay, 10 friends. Okay, 10 friends you have invited in your home. Okay, then what you did, you just cooked, okay, you just cooked chicken for them. Okay, you cook chicken for them, and your 10 friends actually had tried your chicken. Okay, and they're giving good feedback. Actually, they're giving good feedback. Okay, feedback means they're telling you cook chicken very well. Actually, these kinds of chicken we haven't, let's say, had in our life. Okay, so these kinds of actually good feedback actually they're giving, good reviews actually they are giving. Okay, now see, when they actually given these kinds of good feedback, now you are thinking, can I start a small business? Okay, what kinds of business? I think you know nowadays starting business is very easy. Okay, whenever I'm talking about cooking business, because nowadays there are so many, let's say, online food delivery, let's say, services came. If I'm talking about Zomato is there, yes or no? Zomato is there. Then we have something called Swiggy is there. Okay, Swiggy is there. So these kinds of actually food delivery, let's say, platform has came nowadays in the market. So what you thought, let's say, I'll be cooking chicken. Okay, I'll be cooking chicken. Let's say, what I can tell, let's say this is you. Okay, this is you, and you want to cook chicken. Okay, you want to cook chicken, and this chicken you want to, let's say, deliver in the Zomato. Let's say you created one Zomato account. Let's say this is the Zomato. Okay, Zomato account. Okay, and you created one special menu called chicken. Okay, your special chicken, And what happens actually, there would be a delivery boy. Okay, delivery boy. So they will receive actually your chicken and they will deliver, okay, to the, let's say, user, or let's say to your customer. So let's say initially you are getting 1 to 2 orders. Okay, initially you are getting 1 to 2 orders per day. Okay, it's fine because you can handle 1 to 2 orders per day very easily. You can handle. Okay, there is no issue. But when people started liking your, let's say, chicken, okay, so definitely you will end up with lots of order. Let's say initially you are getting, let's say 1 to 2 orders. But what happens, you saw after actually some, let's say, weeks, you started getting, let's say, 4 to 5 orders. Okay, 4 to 5 orders. Okay, 4 to 5 orders. Then what you have to do to increase your, let's say, business, definitely you have to work harder. Let's say in a day you used to cook 1 to 2 orders, okay, but now you have to cook 4 to 5 orders. Then what you will be doing, you will go to the market. Okay, you will go to the market, you will buy chicken. Okay, then with chicken actually, let's say you also add potato. Okay, potato, you also add some spicy, okay, spicy masala. Okay, spicy masala. So that's actually you add so many, let's say, ingredient with your chicken. That's how you make one recipe and you try to publish it. Okay, so you started, let's say, 4 to 5 orders per day. 4 to 5 orders you used to get. Fine, now you are working a little bit harder and you are trying to complete 4 to 5 orders. Now what happened, after 1 month you saw you started getting 10 to 15 order. Okay, 10 to 15 order per day. Now tell me, is it possible, okay, in a day you have to go to the market 10 times or let's say 15 times to buy chicken, potato and spicy masala? Let me know, guys, is it possible for you? Because you are a college student, or let's say you have any other work, you have your study and all, definitely you won't be able to give the time, right? Well, because 10 times it's not possible to go to the market and buy all of the, let's say, ingredient and come here and again cook. Okay, and you can't actually deliver them. So definitely you have to think actually in a different way, like how I can increase my business with actually less effort. Okay, so definitely you have to think about yes or no. Okay, then what you thought, so instead of going to the market, okay, 10 to 15 times in a day, you just contacted, let's say, you just contacted some of the shop. Let's say I think, nowadays in the shop there would be some all the item, yes or no. So you just contacted different shop. Let's say you contacted chicken shop. Okay, chicken shop, you contacted chicken shop. Then you contacted, let's say, potato shop. Okay, then you contacted, let's say, spicy masala shop. Spicy masala, I'm not adding so many ingredient, but you can just try to consider as of now. Okay, then what you did actually, you created one inventory. Inventory means this is your actually one of the room in your home. Okay, this is called, let's say, inventory. Okay, that means at the very let's say first day of the month, what this shop used to do, they will actually bring these kinds of ingredient to your inventory. Okay, they will deliver. Okay, they will deliver based on the 10 to 15 orders. Okay, like 10 to 15 to handle the 10 to 15 orders, like how much ingredient you need, they will try to deliver at the very first day. Okay, very first day in a month. Okay, in a month, so that you don't need to go to the market every day. Okay, now what you will do, you will take these kinds of ingredient. Okay, you will cook. Okay, you will cook the dish, then you will let's say publish to the Zomato, and there would be a delivery man. Okay, they will receive and they will again, let's say, deliver these kinds of food to the user. Okay, now that means it is working fine. Now actually you handle this situation. Okay, the more order you are getting, now you handle the situation. Now you don't need to go to the market. Okay, 15 time. So that particular time actually you can utilize to cook the, let's say, chicken. Okay, now what happens, let's say your chicken got more popular, okay, over the Zomato. That means you are getting, let's say, 13 to 14 order. Okay, 13 to 14 order actually you are getting per day. Now what you have to do, now again you thought, because you are an engineering student, you thought like what I can do. Then you actually thought, let's say, I can actually add like that. Let's say what I can do, let's say I can write a architecture here. Let's say this is my different shop. Okay, chicken shop, then potato shop and spicy masala shop, and all the product is coming to the inventory, your inventory. Okay, this is my inventory, and these are the shops. All the products are coming here. So what you are doing, previously actually you used to handle, okay, individually you used to handle the cooking. Now what you did, you actually hired someone else. Okay, let's say you hired one junior. Okay, you hired one junior. Let's say this is one person. Let's say his name is Alex. Okay, you hired Alex, and this is you. Okay, let's say Bappy. Okay, now what you are doing, you are dividing, let's say the order. Let's say Alex is taking let's say 20 orders. Okay, and you are taking 20 orders. Okay, and what you are doing, you are again cooking the dish. Okay, you are cooking the dish, you are publishing to the Zomato, and delivery man is picking up, and again he is actually let's say giving the order. Okay, now that's how actually you handle this scenario. Okay, let's say you are getting 30 to 40 orders, and that's how actually you have let's say scaled up your business. Okay, now it is working fine. Got it. Okay, now instantly you saw, like previously your let's say reviews were good. Let's say you are getting good reviews, okay, very good reviews. But after some days you saw people are giving bad reviews. Okay, bad reviews. Okay, bad reviews. From where you are getting the bad reviews? So you are getting bad reviews from the Alex side. Okay, why? Because see, because you started your business and you know how to cook chicken. Okay, you have your special, let's say what I can say, special actually, let's say I mean but again is a special menu, right? A special recipe. But Alex doesn't know about your special recipe, so he's cooking its own way, right? So whatever, let's say, he has learned, he's cooking in that way. But people used to like your actually recipe, okay, not Alex recipe. So let's say the order actually people are getting from your side, that is good. Okay, that is good reviews you are getting. But the order people are getting from the Alex side, they are not liking that particular chicken. Okay, they're telling this is not actually a good chicken, so we are not getting the taste. Okay, so we are getting these kinds of reviews. Then what you thought, you thought, instead of actually assigning the cooking to the Alex, what I can do, I can create a menu. Okay, I think in the restaurant there would be a menu, there would be a, let's say, proper guideline how to make a cook. So what you will do, you will just a little bit update your architecture. So I can copy the same architecture, so I can copy it, and here I can paste it. Just a minute, guys. Copy. Here I can paste it. So simply what I can do, I can mm, okay. So here what you did, you created one menu. Okay, menu guide. So in this menu guide, in this menu book, actually, you have the, let's say, total, what I can say, all the guideline, like how to cook this chicken, okay, in a good way. That means whatever recipe you used to use, okay. So that's, this is called actually recipe book, okay, RB, okay, that means recipe book. So you created a recipe book. That means whatever inventory is coming, so you are following this recipe book, okay. So with the help of recipe book, Alex is cooking the chicken, and you are cooking the chicken. Okay, now what happens actually, so the chicken actually you are cooking the same chicken, Alex is also cooking. That means he's following your recipe books. Okay, now the chicken actually it is getting prepared, so it is getting that same taste, yes or no. Now again you started getting good reviews. Okay, you started getting good reviews because again the same taste people are getting. That means your business is increasing like that. Okay, it is increasing like that. Okay, in a linear way. Fine. Okay. Now see, what happens? You are running your business in a good way, but there is a time you are getting more orders. Okay, you are getting more orders. Let's say previously you used to get 20 to 14 orders, but now you saw that you are getting, let's say 50 to 16 order. Okay, 15 to 16 order per day. Now what you will do? Maybe you can think about, let's say what I can do, I can hire another person, okay, and I can divide the task. Okay, let's say you can do it. Let's say you can hire another person. Again, they will follow your recipe and they will cook. Let's say one person will cook 20, let's say order, you will cook 20 order and other will cook 20 order. That's how you can increase your, let's say, what? You can increase, let's say, your juniors and you can cook your order. But what happens, let's say you are doing it in your home. So if you're increasing, let's say, the employee, okay, if you're increasing the employee, what happens? It would be issue in the small chicken because you are doing inside your home and home is having small kitchen, right? So definitely you are not going to handle all the, let's say, employee there. If you're hiring 2 to 3 person, let's say again your order is increasing, let's say you are getting 70 to 80 orders, okay, per day. Again you have to hire one more person, okay. So in a small kitchen it's not possible. And if you want to, let's say, take a rent house, or let's say rent a let's say big kitchen, that time again your cost will increase, okay. But you don't want that. So what you did, you just search over the internet, then you got to know there is a machine, okay, there is a automatic machine is available. That means what happens, let's say this is all of the shops, okay, this is all of the shops. So they are giving the ingredient to your inventory, okay, inventory. And and let's say this is the machine, okay, this is the machine you bought from the market. So this machine takes the recipe book, okay, recipe book, okay. From the recipe book, what it will do, it will try to take all the ingredient, okay, all the ingredient it will try to take, okay. Then by following this recipe book, it will cook the, okay, it will cook the chicken, okay, and this chicken it will deliver. Let's say this machine can supply, let's say 40, okay, 40 chicken, okay, in one shot, 40 chicken it can supply in one shot. Then from here you are updating the Zomato and delivery man is coming, okay, and he is delivering the order, okay. Now in a day, actually in just one shot you can handle 14 orders, okay. Now just try to consider in a day how many order you can do, okay. Definitely you can do multiple order because it's a machine. So here you don't need to do manually, okay, you don't need to do manually here, okay. Only you just need one junior, okay, one junior employee, so that he can monitor, okay, the, let's say he will only pass the ingredient is required to make the chicken, and whatever orders are coming he will just try to deliver, okay, to the delivery man, okay. Now you can see easily with the help of this particular machine you have scaled up your business, okay. Now you can easily handle 40 to 50 order or 50 to 60 order per day, easily you can do it. Got it? Now what happens, let's say your business is running fine and you are monitoring your performance. Let's say this is your monitoring graph, okay. Now let's say initially your business is going like that, let's say it is going like that, but there is a time you will see there is a saturation point, okay, there is a saturation point. Let's say this is the scale, okay, this is the scale, okay. Now initially you can see your business is running fine, that means you are getting the growth. So till here you are getting the growth, okay. But whenever I can see here, it's a saturation point, okay, there is no growth, okay, there is no growth, there is a saturation point in this point, okay, there is a saturation point. Now you again started, let's say starting like what is happening with my business, okay, why people are not actually liking more, because why my business is not growing. Then you saw people actually bored, okay, people are bored with your recipe. That means only you are providing the chicken, the same chicken you are cooking. Now let's say you are a guy, you are ordering something from Zomato, let's say 1 to 2 time, or let's say 3 to 4 time you are having that food. Now whenever you are ordering for the 6 time or let's say 7 time, definitely you are not going to buy because you are bored with that food. You need actually different taste, yes or no, okay. So also people are expecting different taste, okay, they are not expecting the same taste again and again, okay. Then what you did actually, you again thought what I can do. Okay, what I can do to, let's say, improve my business again. So what I can do, I can copy the same architecture. Okay, I can copy the same architecture and here I can paste it. I can remove it. Okay, just a minute. So what you thought, now I just need to do some experiment. Okay, do some experiment means I have to create some different taste actually. Let's say the chicken I'm cooking, it's completely fine. Now can I add some more, let's say, new ingredient, and can I change the taste of my chicken? Is it possible? So what you did, let's say here you created a small inventory. Okay, you created a small room in your, let's say, home, and whatever ingredient you are having, okay, from the shops, you are taking some of the ingredient. Okay, some amount of ingredient in this small room. Okay, let's say this is a small room you have. This is, let's say, your research room. Okay, you are doing the research in this particular room. Now what you did here, you are doing multiple experiment. Okay, let's say you are doing multiple experiment here. Okay, and here you saw it is a pipeline. Okay, it is a pipeline. That means this machine, this is a machine actually. This is a machine. So this machine takes the ingredient. Okay, based on the recipe book, it will cook. Okay, after cooking, it will deliver. That means it's a process. Okay, it's a process. The same process is repeating. It is taking the ingredient. It is referring the recipe book. Based on that, it is cooking the chicken. It is delivering. That means it is following a certain pipeline. Okay, I think you know what is pipeline, right? Pipeline means step of the task. It is following the same step of the task. Okay, with this particular machine, this is called pipeline. Now it is cooking the same food because based on the recipe book you have given, it is cooking the same food. But now you need some experiment. Now here you are doing experiment. Let's say ex1, ex2, okay, ex3, okay, ex4. Different experiment you are doing. How you are doing the experiment? Let's say you are taking some more, let's say, potato. You are adding some more potato in the chicken. You are taking any other spicy. Let's say you are taking some sweet masala. Okay, sweet masala. You are taking, let's say, more spicy. That's why we are taking different ingredient and you are experimenting. Let's say experiment 1, experiment 2, and you are testing. Okay, which test is good? Okay, which test is good? Let's say experiment 3 is good. Okay, experiment 3 is good. So let's say you added some more salt, you added some more spicy, and you saw that experiment 3 is good. That means the taste is very good. Now you can add this particular menu to the Zomato. Now this is the Zomato, let's say, dashboard. Now you can add. Okay, now you can name something. Let's say this is the previous actually chicken you had. Let's say this is called actually chicken special. Now the experiment 3 you, let's say, researched, it is called, let's say, sweet chicken. This is called, let's say, sweet chicken. Okay, this is the name you have given. Now people will come to your store and they will see that you are adding a new item. The name is sweet chicken. Definitely they will try your chicken, yes or no, because the previous chicken you used to sell, let's say the spicy chicken, now you're adding the sweet chicken. Now people will try definitely like how this sweet chicken tastes, right? Based on that actually they will give you the feedback. Okay, now you are doing the experiment tracking here. That means you are doing different experiment with different let's say ingredient, and based on the experiment you are selecting one best, let's say, chicken recipe. Okay, and you are updating to the Zomato. Okay, Zomato dashboard, and you are integrating with this machine also. Okay, let's say whenever you are selecting, let's say you have selected this experiment 3. Now in experiment 3, whatever ingredient you had, let's say you had more potato. Okay, you had sweet spicy. Okay, you have a little bit more salt. Okay, now these are the ingredient you will update in the recipe book. Okay, the recipe book you have, you will update here. Now this machine will again follow this recipe book and it will cook the chicken and it will deliver. And again people will come, they will test and they will give the review. Let's say that now they are giving the good. Okay, that means now your graph is increasing. Again your graph is increasing because people are liking your product. Okay, that's how in a month actually you are doing different experiment. Okay, based on that you are updating your Zomato menu. You are also integrating with your machine. Okay, that means the experiment you saved, okay, you are also giving to the machine is referring that particular, let's say, recipe. Based on that, it is cooking the chicken and it is trying to deliver. Okay, so that's how actually you again increased your business, you scaled up your business. Okay, now I think guys you are getting, okay, what I'm trying to say, yes or no? Let me know guys, this analogy is making sense what I'm trying to say. Now I think those who are a little bit familiar with MLOps, they can relate, okay, what I'm trying to say exactly, yes or no guys? I'll also tell you, I'll also just try to compare with the real MLOps, okay, whatever things I did so far. I think if you're already familiar with MLOps, little bit like a small, I mean, if you have the small amount of knowledge, now you can relate, okay, what I'm trying to say here. So here we are getting the pipeline, here we are doing the experiment tracking, okay, here we're doing the updating, real-time updating, okay, here we're doing the CI, that means integration. Got it guys? Making sense what I'm trying to say? Let me know. And again, there would be a person, he's monitoring, okay, he's monitoring whether everything is going well or not, if you are getting the good reviews or not. If you're getting the good reviews, that means you will continue. If you're getting the bad reviews, again you will do the experiment, okay, you will start the experiment again, you will select a new item, you will update the, let's Zomato dashboard, you will also integrate in your machine will try to deliver that particular food. Okay, it's a completely automation now you have built. Okay, yes or no guys? It is a completely automation. Now just try to think, the business you started, okay, the business you started only 1 to 2 orders, okay, only 1 to 2 orders. Now it has become in a large scale. Okay, now per day, let's say you are getting 100 to 200 orders, and you can easily handle, okay, with this particular architecture, with this particular automation, yes or no? Okay, let me know guys, is it making sense? Is it making sense, yes or no? Fine. Okay, now let's try to relate. Okay, now let's try to relate our machine learning. Okay, machine learning, let's say, model. So let's say you are implementing one project called US visa, US visa prediction. I think you know this is the project inside machine learning, right? So it's a classification model. So what you are doing, let's say, just a minute. So here what you have to do guys, you have some data. Okay, you have some data. So this data will do some EDA. Okay, you will do some feature engineering. You will build a model. Okay, build a model, and I will deploy this model. Okay, let's say this is your initial, okay, initial, let's say, product development, like the things you started, your business. So you used to purchase the ingredient from the shop, you used to cook, and you used to sell, okay, 1 to 2 orders. Let's say this is my initial phase machine learning model. So we used the data, we did the EDA, we did the feature engineering, we built the model, we deployed the model. Now people are using, let's say at the very first time, let's say 10 to 15 people are using my application, and now it is working fine. Okay, there is no issue. But whenever large amount of, let's say, massive amount of audience will come to your application, that time definitely it will fail. Okay, because it doesn't have the proper infrastructure. Okay, it doesn't have the proper let's say architecture. Okay, now whenever I'm talking about MLOps, inside MLOps you are having some of the very important component. Okay, now let me show you. See, so the first component you are having called data management. Okay, manage, let me just write down, manage data management. Okay, now the second component you are having version controlling. Version control. Okay, now third you are having something called automation. Okay, automation, or you can also call it as pipeline. Okay, now fourth you are having called experiment tracking. Experiment tracking. Okay, then fifth you have CI/CD. CI/CD. Okay. Sixth, you have monitoring. Okay, monitoring. Seventh, you have retraining. Okay, retraining. Fine. Some of the more, let's say, point you are having called, let's say, provisioning. Let's say, you also add some security layer and all. But as of now, I'm not considering this one. So these are the component you are having inside MLOps. Okay, MLOps. Now see the analogy I have given. Just try to match. Let's say the data management. Okay, the data management I was talking about. So definitely, when I started my business, previously what I used to do, guys, I used to go to the market. Okay, I used to go to the market, then I used to buy the potato, spicy masala, chicken and all, okay, manually. But when I created the advanced automation architecture, what I did, I contacted with different shops. And what is the shops will do, shops will come at the very first day of the month, and they will deliver the ingredient in my inventory. Okay, so this is one of the data management I was doing whenever I was talking about this particular analogy. Okay, now the second one, version controlling. Okay, how I was doing the version controlling, because here multiple, okay, you can see multiple employees were working. Okay, let's say Alex was working, Bappy is working. So to actually, let's say, I mean, they are working in the same product, yes or no, they are working in the same recipe, but they are creating different orders. Okay, how? Based on the recipe book. Okay, with the help of recipe book, I was doing the version controlling. Let's say Alex is delivering his own food, I'm delivering his I mean my food. Okay, that's how I was doing the version controlling here. Okay, now the second next thing, you have the automation. Okay, then what I did, I added the automation. That means I bought a machine. Okay, this machine can perform certain tasks. That means it will take the recipe book, it will take all the ingredient, it will make the food. Okay, that means the chicken, it will try to deliver. Okay, so here I added the automation pipeline. Okay, then I did the experiment tracking. How? So here I created a research room. Inside that I used to perform different experiment. Okay, with different ingredient. Okay, different ingredient, I used to perform different experiment. Based on the experiment, okay, what I used to do, I used to update my recipe inside my Zomato. Even I also integrated my machine. That means the same ingredient I was using, okay, in the experiment, I was updating here so that my machine can make this particular chicken, okay, for my customer. Then I did something called CI/CD. CI/CD means, here you can see, whenever I selected one experiment, it will automatically update to the Zomato. Even it will automatically update to the machine. Okay, this is called CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery. Okay, it is continuously integrating and continuously delivering. Okay, then I added something called monitoring. That means one person would be there, he will monitor whether you are getting the good response or bad response. Based on that, he will start the experiment. Okay, this is called monitoring. Then you have something called retraining. Retraining means, whenever your rating is, let's say, bad, definitely you have to retrain. That means re-experiment the food. That means it will start this particular pipeline. Okay, then based on the experiment, again it will select the new recipe, and again it will deliver the food. Okay, this is called actually retraining. Okay, now I think you can relate, guys, yes or no? Are you able to relate all the component? Okay, all the component with this analogy, yes or no? Now if I'm talking about any kinds of machine learning model, any kinds of machine learning application or deep learning application, so it's not all about building model. Okay, it's not about building model. Okay, it's not about deployment of the model. That means whenever you are implementing any kinds of model, okay, whenever you are developing any kinds of model, it involves some of the, let's say, certain task. That means whenever I'm let's say getting the data, so definitely I'll be getting the data from different let's say sources. Let's say I can get the data from the API, I can also do the web scraping, I can get the CSV file, my, let's say, I can get the data from different database. Now what I will do, I'll build a data warehouse. Okay, here I will build a data warehouse. That means from where I'm getting the data, it's completely fine. I will store inside a main database. Okay, inside the main database, all of the data would be stored. Now from here I can take the data. Okay, from here I can take the data, and what I can perform, guys, I can perform some certain pipeline step. That means I can perform EDA. Okay, I can perform, let's say, feature engineering. Okay, then what I can do, I can, let's say, I can build the model. Okay, I can build model. Okay, I can build model. So that's how I can perform some certain task. Okay, I can perform some certain task. Okay, this is called actually pipeline. That means the automation, because this is what you have to do always, yes or no? Okay, now it's not all about you will be selecting only one specific model, because if you're selecting one specific model, it will give you one specific accuracy. But if you expect some good accuracy, if you need some, let's say, different kinds of, let's say, performance from the model, okay, definitely what you have to do, you have to add the experimenting. Okay, you have to add some experimenting. Okay, experimenting. That means here what you will do, you will take different model. Let's say you are taking random forest, you are taking decision trees, you are taking k nearest neighbor. Okay, with different parameter, you are training on the data, and whichever model is giving best accuracy, you are selecting that model. Okay, you are updating the pipeline. Okay, and it is giving you the model, and this particular model, what you are doing, you are deploying. Okay, you are serving. Okay, you are doing the deployment. Okay, and how this deployment is getting, it is getting with the help of CI/CD. Okay, CI/CD, that means based on the experiment, it will update, and automatically your model will update in the production. Okay, so this is called CI/CD. Now guys, let me know, are you able to relate? Yes or no? Are you able to relate? And inside that, you can add one more things. Let's say you can add something called Git and GitHub. Okay, Git and GitHub to version control your project. Okay, let's say this is your first version of the project. Now you are creating another architecture. So instead of, let's say, replacing this architecture, you can create another version of the architecture. Okay, this is called actually version controlling. Now I think you can consider, guys, data management, version controlling, automation, experiment tracking, CI/CD, monitoring. That means you can also monitor your application, whether your application is working fine in the production or not. If it is not productioning, then what you will do, again, you will check the data and you will retrain this particular architecture again. Okay, this is called monitoring and retraining. Now let me know, guys. Got it, guys? What is MLOps exactly? Yes or no? That means the end-to-end pipeline. Okay, end-to-end pipeline we have to take care. End-to-end pipeline we have to take care. Now I think this particular definition makes sense. Okay, this particular definition makes sense. So machine learning is not about deploying machine learning model into production. It's something more. That means MLOps refer to the practice and discipline within a machine that aims to unify and streamline the machine system development, machine learning system operation. It involves collaboration between data scientist, ML engineer, IT professional to automate the optimized end-to-end life cycle of the machine learning application. Let me know, guys. Is it clear? Is it clear? The introduction to the MLOps. Let me know, guys. And these are the thing we have to learn inside MLOps only. Okay, these are the thing we have to learn inside MLOps. Now, to perform these are the tasks, we have different tools nowadays in the market. See, MLOps is all about tools. Okay, it's all about tools. It's not in a theory. So different tools are available. With the help of these are the tools, you will be making your task automated. For the data management, you can use DVC. For version controlling, you can use Git and GitHub Bitbucket. For automation pipeline, you can use different, let's say, automation pipeline is there. Let's say SageMaker is there. Okay, then for experiment tracking, you can use MLflow. Okay, then for CI/CD, you can use Jenkins. Okay, Circle CI, GitHub Action. For monitoring, you can use Grafana. Okay, for retraining, you can use some, let's say, any other tool. Okay, I think with the help of Airflow, you can also do it. Okay, yeah. So this is what actually you have to learn at the end. Okay, and this is all about MLOps. It's nothing else. Okay, so as a data scientist, as a ML engineer, what you have to do, you have to learn some additional skill, additional tools and technology, so that you can scale up your application, you can scale up your business. Okay, the analogy I have given you, like that. Got it? Let me know, guys. Yes or no? Is it clear, all of you? Give me a confirmation. And this is what we'll be exploring. Okay, one by one, some of the tool will be exploring. Great. So next few days we'll be exploring different tool. Like we'll see the DVC, we'll see the GitHub, we'll see the Docker. Okay, we'll see the MLflow. Okay, SageMaker. So these are the things we'll see. Okay, yeah. And the good news is, guys, I have started a live MLOps batch. Okay, in our platform Euron. Okay, so if you go to the Euron, even link is also already given in the description if you check it out. So here, if you go to the courses section, live courses section, so here you'll see that MLOps masters. Okay, So course duration is 4 to 5 months. So it is starting from 7th December 2024. Class timing would be Saturday, Sunday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. IST. Okay. And in this course, whatever things I told you now, whatever things I told you inside ML pipeline, okay. So everything I'll try to cover. Okay. See, what is ML flow? We also need to learn the Linux fundamentals, because in the production, let's say, environment, you will be working with the Linux command. So we'll also need to understand the Linux, then Git and GitHub, data version controlling, cloud platform, okay, ML flow for experiment tracking, Docker, Kubernetes, AWS SageMaker, Bento ML for the model deployment, Grafana for monitoring, continuous integration, continuous delivery inside that will be running, Jenkins, okay, Jenkins Circle CI, okay, then GitHub Action. Then we will be also implementing some real-time application. Okay, so this is going to be one amazing, okay, amazing live batch on our MLOps. So definitely this will give you the entire clear-cut idea whenever you are developing any kinds of ML project or DL project, how we can make that particular application scalable. Okay, so that if it is getting let's say massive audience, okay, it can easily handle. Okay, like the example I showed you. Got it? So you can check it out. If you see, the price is very less, only 2000 INR. And if you already took the free access, okay, like the giveaway we have given, if you have the free access, so you can also attend the session. Okay, but if you're seeing for the first time, so you have to enroll for this particular course. Okay, because free access is no longer available. Yeah. Got it? And the requirements wise, you only need to let's say have knowledge on Python programming, because here we'll be more focusing on the practical development. So you should have the Python programming knowledge, okay, and a little bit knowledge about machine learning and deep learning. Okay, that's it. No, it's not a free, it's a paid one. If you have the free access of the Euron platform, okay, I think we given you the free access now when our company launched. So if you have the free access, that time you can use it. Okay, otherwise this is the course pricing. So let me show you. You can open in incognito window. So only $24. Okay, 2000 INR. That's it. So I'm okay. Fine. So no need to worry. Attend our community series. So here we'll be discussing about this MLOps. We'll be learning different tools. Okay. But if you want to learn in depth, okay, if you want to learn in depth with the end-to-end implementation and all, definitely you can check out this course. Okay, it's like very affordable, guys. Okay. Great. So let me know, guys, how was the session? How was the understanding of the MLOps? No, euro currency, I think it's not supported. $80 is supported. You can try. Okay. So how was the session, guys? How was the session of this MLOps introduction? Let me know, guys. Now, those who are not familiar with MLOps, I think now it is making sense. Okay, what is MLOps exactly? Okay, how we can use MLOps to make our business scalable? Okay, let me know, guys. If you have any question, please try to ask in the chat. I'll happy to answer all of your query. Let me know, guys. If you have any question, any query, you can let me know. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you. So if you liked it, guys, so please try to give the like and try to share, and please try to support the channel, all of you. Try to subscribe, try to share. Okay, so let's hit the 3K subscriber as soon as possible. And yeah, definitely we can learn so many things, okay, through the community. Okay, great. So this is all about from today's session. In the next session, we'll start with some new concept inside MLOps. Like we'll be learning different tools, as I already told you. So different concept I told you, right? Data version management, version controlling, automation. Okay, so different tool I'll try to show you. Okay. So yes, this is all, guys. I hope you liked it, and thanks for joining the session, all of you. Bye everyone, good night. Thank you guys, all of you. Thank you.